What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode in my Vlogmas series. So today I'm gonna be doing the most requested video, and that is doing a full day of eating while I'm on a bulk. So it's not gonna be optimal because it is 11:30 and all I've had today is a black coffee. Now, I typically don't do the intermittent fasting, but today I've been here editing videos up until this point, and I just got done, and I didn't want to get too far behind, so I'm gonna go downstairs and eat meal one. Now, talking about YouTube, do me a favor right now, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you're not, and also hit that bell because it will notify you, or it's supposed to notify you when I upload new videos. Speaking of that, 2 videos back, for whatever reason, YouTube decided to bend me over and spank my butt because I posted that video and it didn't even show up that I posted it until like 2 hours later. So I typically will have around 1,500 views in the first like hour or two, but I only had like maybe 50 views on that video, and it did not send out any notifications to any of my subscribers. So if you have not seen that video, do me a favor, go watch that video first and then come back to this video. I'd really appreciate it. So now I'm gonna go downstairs and we're gonna get meal one in. So now we're in the kitchen preparing meal one, which is gonna be breakfast, even though it is 11:30, because I still like to have that staple breakfast food for meal one. So that is gonna be oatmeal, but I wanna talk to you a little bit about my diet and what I think is optimal, because that is what I like to do, is do things that is optimal for building muscle or whatever my goal is. So intermittent fasting is a great way, I think, for people to lose body fat. I do not think it is a great way to sustain and build muscle, because of course you're not eating, so that cannot be optimal for building muscle. So I like to eat every like 4 hours. Now, like I said, you can get great results on these fad diets, but I do not think it is optimal. And when I work out that hard in the gym, I want to get the absolute best results I can. And so I feel that all those fad diets are not the way to go. And I think eating every 4 hours, even speaking about the anabolic window after your workouts, now it's not as important as what people used to think back in the day, where you had to eat protein right after working out, like 10 minutes or your gains are gonna be out the window. No, that is not the case, but I like to get it as close to the workouts as possible for optimal results. And like I said, that is what I'm going for. So cooking the oatmeal, and when I cook oatmeal, I like to add egg whites to the oats while it's cooking. So I have a cup of oatmeal in there and then half a cup of egg whites, and I let that cook until the egg whites turn white. And then I'm also gonna add some berries, some cinnamon, and then protein powder for flavor. So when I'm in the off season, my appetite is not always that high, because when I'm dieting, I'm telling you, I'm hungry all the time, like hourly I'm hungry. But when I'm in a bulk where I'm eating more calories and my body's used to having foods, I don't really crave it. So I can go up until like 1 o'clock without getting hungry. But like I was saying, I don't like to do intermittent fasting because I don't think it's optimal for building muscle. So I make myself eat to make sure I get the nutrients in. So the oatmeal is done cooking, and now I'm gonna add a scoop of this Muscle Tech Nitrotech ISO Whey vanilla flavor, and then add some cinnamon there and also some more salt, and that is gonna be meal one. So now I'm in the dining room. This is the very first time ever eating at this table. So if you've been following me for a while, you're probably wondering what happened to the carb backloading, because I used to preach about carb backloading so much, and that's what I used to do and continue to do to this day. Now I switch it up during the off season just because I like my body having different nutrients throughout the day so it doesn't get used to something, but I still incorporate carb backloading a whole lot, and not necessarily for any kind of weight loss purposes with carb backloading, just because of energy purposes. A lot of the times when you eat a whole bowl of like oatmeal or a lot of carbs in the morning, around 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, you start feeling very sluggish and feel like you need to take a nap. So when I found carb backloading, that was the case. And so I did a lot of research, and for what carb backloading is, you don't eat any carbs or most carbs until after your workout. So before your workouts, you're eating like your healthy fat. So like your eggs, avocado, beef, all that stuff you eat before your workout. And then afterwards, that's when you have your carbs. And like I said, it's no magic as far as losing body fat or anything. It's just for energy purposes. So I still incorporate that in my diet, but I like to switch things up every once in a while so my body doesn't get used to it. So now that I'm done with meal one and it's 12 o'clock, Brady is up from his nap and I'm supposed to find Mr. Bernard. I have not found him yet. You wanna go find Mr. Bernard, Brady? What are you doing? He's probably calling some emergency numbers on Shelby's phone. Shelby just lets him like have her phone all the time. He never touches my phone. I never allow him to grab my phone. Brady, you wanna go find Bernard? Let's go find Bernard. So I looked up and I saw him immediately. Check it out, Brady. Look, he's on top of the tree. Bernard's hiding up there. You don't even see him, do you? Let's go on up here. Now he's looking at the camera. Look at Bernard on the tree. You just want to be cute for the camera. That's all he cares about. Look at Bernard, Brady. What are you doing, Bernard? That is so dangerous. You should not look at Bernard. He is a bad example on this little boy. So we have so much to do today. Check it out. So this is the saw that was over there in the kitchen earlier, but now we moved it here because that needs to go upstairs in the attic. So we have to do that. And then Shelby is wanting to move the couches around. So let me show you what the plan is. Well, we can't have a couch in this room because the ping pong table we found out is just too big. So we're gonna have to eliminate this couch completely and move it in my office. And the couch that is in my office, Shelby said can go down in the bedroom. So that's gonna go in our bedroom. This thing is a booger. This couch right here is so heavy. Me and Shelby would not be able to move that downstairs 100%. I don't even know if we're gonna be able to move it in that room because it is super heavy. And that last couch, y'all saw, we did that on the vlog and that was a pain getting it in that room. So we're gonna see if we're gonna be able to do that. And I also need to set up this sound system in here, even though we don't have a TV yet. Shelby hung up the pictures up here and we still have no TV. So we're gonna have like a $3,000 sound system with that little 30-inch TV, possibly. What we're talking about doing, maybe, just because we can watch Christmas movies, is actually move our 65-inch up here and then put the 30-inch downstairs. Our TV that we bought on Black Friday doesn't come in until like January, so that is a big pain. But besides that, I think that's about it. And then of course I have to go to the gym today. So I've been working on this surround sound for about an hour now, and I got 5 out of the 10 speakers connected, and I found out that I need some more cords. So the sub did not come with any cords. I should have known that. And I need a couple of more plugs that plug up to the speakers and stuff. So I'm not gonna be able to finish it today, so we're gonna order that all on Amazon, and I'm hoping that comes in tomorrow. So I wanted to document this. Brady has officially broke the first, I'm sure it's not gonna be the last, something that's very important to me. Check it out. He knocked this thing off the shelf a minute ago and cracked my bodybuild.com spokesmodel contest trophy here. See that glass right there is broken. Very devastating, but like I said, I'm sure it's not gonna be the last.
2 hours later.
So now it's around 3:30. I've been working on the computer and we put the saw up in the attic, and I still have not even had my second meal today. This is the worst video I've ever done for a full day of eating. It's just been such a busy day and I haven't even been that hungry today. But let me show you what I'm having for my second meal, and then we're gonna go hit a workout. So today is gonna be arm day, so I know y'all are excited for that because everyone loves arm day, really except me, because I really like back day and I like leg day. Yeah, I'm weird like that. So let me show you what I'm having for lunch. So Shelby baked all kinds of different vegetables. We have squash, we have Brussels sprouts, and broccoli, and then I have 5 ounces of chicken right there. And she coated this in some olive oil, so it's around 10 grams of fat, around 20 grams of carbs, and then for the protein, it's gonna be about 35 to 40 grams. So I need to make this meal a little bit more calorie dense because this is only meal 2, and typically I already have like 3 meals in me, and this is my pre-workout meal. I've added half a cup of white rice on top of the vegetables. So I'm gonna heat this up in the microwave, and then this is gonna be lunch. So now it's 5 o'clock and I'm about to head to the gym to get this arm workout started. Brady just got up from his second nap. He is so excited right now. He's like smiling like crazy. That second nap did him some good. So first I need to prep my protein powder to have right after the gym. So I have my little funnel here and I'm gonna fill it up with just about 2 scoops of protein powder, and that's gonna be right at 44 grams of protein. The protein I'm having today is this ISOWAY Clear by Muscle Tech. This stuff is incredible. And then I'm gonna take a pre-workout and sip on it on the way to the gym. gym. Now today is not an ideal day for a full day of eating just because I'm not gonna be able to get in all my meals, but I'm still gonna get all the calories and macros in that I need to be able to build muscle just in smaller meals. So I thought it would still be a great video for you guys to see because that's part of life. Sometimes you're not able to get in all the meals, but I still gotta make it work. What's up everyone? Hope you're all enjoying the video. Let's go ahead and jump straight into this workout. So I do 5 tricep movements and then 4 bicep movements. So I did not superset biceps and triceps because I wanted to lift as heavy as I could for each exercise. And when you superset, you're not able to use the same amount of weight as if you weren't supersetting. So I started off with cable push downs, 4 sets of around 12 to 15 reps. So this is kind of pre-exhaustion for triceps because I like to warm up my elbows as much as possible, because if I don't warm up enough, my elbows will kill me during a tricep exercise. After that, moved into the compound, or really the heavy movement. I did close grip bench press. I did 4 sets of around 10 to 12 reps, and on the last set did a double drop set. After that, went into easy bar skull crushers. Now this is a little bit different technique because I did 5 sets total, but what I would do is go to failure with the bar going down to my forehead. So that was around maybe 8 to 10 reps, and when I would hit failure going down to my forehead, then I would go behind my head and then hit failure again, which was probably around 4 to 6 reps. And then on the last set of the 5th set, I did a double drop set. And then when I hit failure on every single one of the skull crushers, I would finish out with close grip press. And that was only for maybe like a couple of reps because at that point, you know, my triceps are pretty much shot. So I was just going to complete exhaustion. After that, went into more cable push downs, but it was single arm, and I'm not using any kind of handle for this cable apparatus. So I did 4 sets of around 12 to 15 reps. So what I'm doing is going up, stretching up at the top, going down, squeezing down at the bottom. So I'm not just going down, locking out. What I'm trying to focus on is going down, squeezing as much as I can down at the bottom of that movement. And on the last set, I did a double drop set. This movement is also a great one to start off your workout with because it helps drive blood into the muscle, and on top of that, it will help get that mind-muscle connection, and you don't have to use that much weight. This is more of a feel movement, so I'm trying to get as much blood into the muscle and not use extreme amounts of weight where I'm not able to complete each rep with good form. After that, went into rope push downs. I did 5 sets of around 12 to 15 reps. This is kind of like the movement we just did, but with the rope, you're able to flare out that rope down at the bottom. So that's what I'm trying to really focus on, is going down, pulling apart that rope down at the bottom. And this is actually the last tricep exercise we did before moving into biceps. And the very first bicep movement we did was dumbbell hammer curls. I did 5 sets of around 10 to 12 reps. So what I would do here is curl both dumbbells at the same time, hit failure, and then I would switch to alternating because you're able to squeeze out a few more reps after that. So it's kind of like a drop set in itself, because when you do both arms together, it's harder, and then when you switch to alternating, one arm is resting when the other arm is doing work, so that you're able to squeeze out, like I said, maybe 2 to 4 reps on each arm. So it's kind of like a drop set in itself. And then on the last set, I did do a double drop set with the dumbbell hammer curls. After that, went into seated dumbbell curls. I did 5 sets to around 10 to 12 reps, and on the last set did a double drop set. And when I did the double drop set, I did both arms at the same time instead of alternating. So as you can see, when I'm going up, I'm trying to rotate my pinky in as much as I can to get that full contraction up at the top. And I know I sound like a broken record because I mentioned this several times, but what I'm trying to focus on is squeeze up at the top. So I'm not just going up and going straight back down. I'm going up, squeezing as much as I can, and then going down, because that is so important when you work biceps and triceps. I know your gym is probably not going to have this particular bench, and I love this bench because I'm locked in and I'm not using any momentum to curl that dumbbell up. If your gym does not have this particular bench, you can just use an upright bench. That is totally fine. After that, went into preacher curls, dumbbell preacher curl, and I did it on an incline bench. I did 4 sets of around 12 to 15 reps, and on the last set, I did a double drop set. So I'm going down, stretching, and then going up, squeezing up at the top, bringing my pinky in just a tad, so I'm getting that rotation in. and this movement feels amazing. The reason why I didn't do it on a preacher curl machine with like an easy bar or straight bar is because I wanted to change things up, because the last workout I did use a bar. So it's just great to change things up where your body's not going to get used to something. And with dumbbells, I'm able to do each arm individually. So I feel you're able to get that full mind muscle connection and squeeze really hard if you're just focusing on one muscle at a time instead of working both arms. After that, went into the last bicep movement. It was standing easy bar curls. I did 5 sets of around 12 to 15 reps, and on the last set, I did a double drop set. So this is a little bit higher reps because we're towards the end of the workout. So what I'm trying to do is drive as much blood into the muscle as I can. So it's not about lifting heavy at this point. It's about getting as much blood into that muscle as possible. So what I'm trying to do is bring that bar all the way down, stretching down at the bottom, going up, squeezing up at the top. And at this point of the workout, I'm telling you, my arms are exploding because I had so much blood in my arms, which is a great sign that I had a great workout. After that, went into 5 sets of abs. I did right at 12 to 15 reps, and I was using a band just to get some extra resistance for the sit-ups. So I have this band wrapped around the bottom of that bench, and I'm going up, squeezing up at the top. And what's great about bands are it gets heavier as you go up because the bands get tighter. And that's the end of the workout. If you want to give this workout a try, scroll down to the description box. It'll be written out down there. And if you do, tag me on Instagram because I love seeing you guys try out my workouts. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. So leaving the gym, it was a really good arm workout, and I'm also having my protein shake right now, and then head home, and I believe Shelby's cooking dinner, so we'll probably be eating in about an hour. So now that I'm home, I'm taking my creatine, the Celtec Hyper Build, taking a scoop of that, so that's right at 5 grams of creatine. And Shelby said that Brady just got done eating. He fed himself some oats, or tried to feed himself. Shelby said that she had to step in and help him out because the table and Gainer ate half of his oatmeal. So tonight we are having Mexican. Shelby cooked dinner, and she has like all different peppers right here. We have some white rice and then some chicken cooking. So it all looks good. So I will calculate everything that I had today just for you guys, but I haven't been tracking recently just because I don't really need to. I'm staying around 2,500 calories right now in the off season, and that's a good number so that on the weekends I can have a cheat meal so it's not over the top, because a lot of people think 2,500 calories in an off season is like so low. But honestly, it's not that low for me, because when I go on a cut, I'm anywhere from like 17 to 2,000. So 2,500 is a good number for me. And then I don't calculate everything right now because I don't have to. So it's a good break, because of course when I'm getting ready for something, I'm calculating everything, putting everything in my fitness pal. But I've been doing it for so long, I can look at a chicken breast and kind of know around how much protein's in it. Same thing with like rice. I can calculate it just by kind of looking at it. But if you're new to tracking, you need to weigh out everything, because of course you don't know portion sizes. So y'all haven't seen much of Brady today, so he's decided he's gonna do a little dance show for y'all. Right, Brady? You gonna dance for him? You gonna dance? You gotta give the people what they want. So Brady was not in any kind of mood to dance tonight. He is ready for bed, so I'm sorry. Tell everyone you're sorry, Brady. You disappointed everyone. Tell them good night. Say night night. Night night. Say bye bye.
Say bye.
Night night. Why are you acting shy for the camera? Yeah, so we're gonna put little man to sleep, and then we're gonna eat dinner. All right, so this is dinner right here. We have the chicken, 5 ounces of chicken. We have black beans, half a cup of black beans, a cup of rice, and some peppers on there. And then what we put on top of it is some low-fat sour cream. So the macros on here for 2 tablespoons. It is 2 carbs and 2.5 grams of fat and 2 protein. So not all that bad. And you honestly would probably just use a serving. And then we also top it off with some salsa. And then Shelby likes to put cheese on hers. I'm not gonna have cheese on mine just because I don't really like mixing a ton of fat with a high carb meal. So this is gonna be dinner, and then I'll have one more meal maybe in about 2.5 hours to 3 hours, and that's gonna be like my protein, my casein protein before going to bed. And this is Shelby's right here, exactly the same thing. So yeah, we're gonna sit down and watch what, Christmas movies again?
Yep.
Of course. Well, it's been a few hours and now I'm gonna have my last meal of the night, and that's gonna be 2 scoops of this protein powder mixed with some peanut butter and some unsweetened almond milk, and then I'm gonna head to bed. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got a little insight on what my diet is right now while I'm bulking. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. All right, guys, peace. What's going on, everyone? Oh my gosh, well, I had the most amazing early Christmas present. My brothers came down to visit. I don't know until how long, because they just showed up early this morning, and Shelby surprised me because I had no idea that they were coming. So 3 of my brothers came down, like I said, out of nowhere. So I'm so excited to have them down here.